Hello and welcome to Thoughts in the Green Room with your host, Jeff Mays. This week's topic, social media is great. Or is it? Now, social media has been around for a long time. Facebook, of course, being the dominant factor out there. I think that maybe Facebook is currently losing some ground to Instagram. And then we take a look at everything else that's out there. We've got Snapchat and we've got all the dating sites. And basically, if you own, you can't live in this world without owning some sort of electronic device. And the reality is you interact with the world through the electronic device. And to that means, I think social media is an aspect of our society that is mandatory at this point. We can't survive without it. It's like similar to the one point when internet got introduced and people were like, what's internet? And now, like, what was life like before internet? How did we get around the world before Google Maps existed? Social media has found that kind of foundation within our society, within our world, our global economy, our global education, our global entity. Social media in some form, whether it be Facebook or the next thing that's going to come out in time, whatever it is, it dominates our lives. And I think it's great. Why? Why is it so great? Because when I do a show, or when I do this Thoughts from the Green Room right here, I post it on Facebook, I post it on my blog, I post it on the Instagram, and 1 billion people in the world get to see it. It's amazing, all these things. I get comments that come back in and people are like, hey, great show, blah, 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 blah. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It helps to connect people. You see something out there in terms of what you've seen on my show and you go, wow, that's an interesting thought. And you go to a coffee shop and you talk to your friend about it. And then your friend talks to another friend about it. And so on and so on and so on. These are some of the things that make social media great, right? You're doing a show, or you've got an art gallery opening, or you've got a new baby in your life, or you bought a new car, or you're about to get married. I don't care what it is. If it's something that you feel is important, it seems that the world puts it on social media to let the world know, and the world will know. Your friends share it with their friends, and their friends share it with their friends, and before you know it, that person who you only knew in grade 2 that you've thought about a zillion times since then but don't have any idea how to connect to them, sends you a congratulations on your wedding, and you guys get to become best friends once again. What a great site. System. Social media. It is social. I've been thinking about this. A few days ago, an acquaintance of mine posted regarding their accident. They were hit by a car and they had that picture of this was me 4 days ago. Fortunately, that individual is doing well and they are fine. Thus, they are able to post the picture, and I'm pleased that they are doing well. And as I looked at this picture, having not talked to the individual for some time now, I'm going, oh my gosh, I wonder how, oh, that's how they're doing, is what I was thinking. I noticed that there were a numerous amount of comments. And I decided that it was vital for me to read every single one of those comments. And I did. I think there were like 50 of them. Each one of them said something to the effect of, oh my God, please get better soon, or heal up and talk to you soon, or looking for you to be back at the bar after you heal up, heal up, heal up, get better, heal up, be well. There was one comment, one, out of everything that I read, just one comment that said, is there anything you need? And I believe truly in my soul when I read that comment, and as I say it back to you, that individual who put that, if they were contacted by the injured individual and said, I need fill in the blank, then the person who said, do you need something, would be there for them. And this is what struck me. This is the point that grabbed me and made me go, whoa. Social media is not great. There are numerous people who posted that. Get well. Be healthy. See you soon. Started thinking about it last night, and all the times that I've seen a friend post about a passing of a loved one, a tragedy of some form or fashion in their life, and thought about all the times, and myself included, has posted I'm sending my love to you, or I hope you're well, or the version of be healthy in association to whatever tragedy has been expressed. Now, we come back to the first point. Social media is great. Because although we're speaking about a tragedy now, and we started speaking about the joys of life, we're speaking about a tragedy. That news still gets out to billions of people, right? That friend who thought so dearly of you, who hasn't been able to connect to you for so long, goes, oh my gosh, you've lost a loved one, and they send you a message on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, and you feel connected for a moment. And this is a powerful thing. I will not dispute that. I think it's a great thing, truthfully. It draws people together in one respect. But the other side that I see that is not so great is by pressing the like button, by saying, I can make it to your show, by saying, I might be there, or be well, or whatever level of verbal kiss ass, if you will, that we put out there. And that's not to say that these messages aren't heartfelt by people when we're speaking about tragedy, or when we're speaking about trying to make somebody's opening, or I'll be at your housewarming party. I'm not to say that these are thoughtless comments, but I say the words kiss ass because when you press that button that says like, social media absolves you of carrying through. You, at that point, have done your connection. That's it. I like it. Be well. Done. You don't have to show up. You don't have to face the sorrow or the tragedy with your friend. You don't have to celebrate the joy of their housewarming party or their new baby or their gallery opening. You don't have to be present for it because social media replaced you. And you allowed social media to replace you when you press like. There is a psychological effect that by connecting through your phone or your computer or your tablet, that you have connected. I don't think so. The question that ran through my mind as I read all of those comments about that acquaintance of mine who was hit by a car, the question that ran through my mind is, what different place would this world be? What different association would that individual have? What different level of connection would occur if everybody who wrote a comment showed up at the hospital? For every show that you've put out there, or housewarming party, or celebration where somebody said like but never been present for it, how would that dynamic change between you and that person if they showed up? Social media is not great because although it's designed to connect us, it is a tool that absolves us from connection in reality and leaves it virtual. It is robbing us of our humanity and the ability to say hello in person and shake somebody's hands and see the pain or the joy or the whatever it is that they're sharing with you in person, so that human connection can occur. All we have is Android connection, the phone, tablet, the computer. An Android connection to me does not make any sense. I associate myself and I believe myself an artist. I'm an actor. And my passion sits in interacting with people and knowing that I have created a thought process for them to go out and think about the way the world functions. I make a movie that has a dramatic bent to it, or a comedic bent to it, that leaves a message that people discuss over a coffee, over a dinner. A challenge that they see in the movie or the theater show that I'm in that makes them think about their relationship, and they go home and they talk to their partner and they get a better relationship for it. This is why I do what I do. And I do it to connect to people actually. I love film. I love theater. I do film more than theater, but I will always come back to theater because that is where the connection is most human. There's no celluloid between me and the audience. And I've discovered when I read that post yesterday that the celluloid between myself and the world, between yourself and your world, between every human on this planet, the celluloid that sits between them is the gadget that you hold in your hand. The thought that I have for you, the challenge, if you will, that I have for you, is to put it down. Walk away from it. Next time that you see somebody is opening something they're trying to celebrate, don't just press like. Don't just say going. Go. Relish with them. The next time somebody is going through tragedy, show up on their doorstep and give them a hug. Don't say sending hugs. Those are your thoughts from the green room. I'm your host, Jeff Mays, and I will see you in a few weeks.